What's up, dudes? Getting this bad boy tweeted out really quick. It's Saturday. I guess that Ben Askren fight is happening tonight. What is it? Ben Askren and Jake Paul, I believe. I have tons of work today, so not gonna be a long one. Just popping in for a little while, hang out with you dudes, have a coffee. I shot the link out to Carl and Kayla. Don't know if Jeff's gonna be awake this early. Let's see. I guess I can shoot him the link just in case. Doge is down today. But all is good in the world. What is up, dude?
All is good in the world.
Oh yeah, because Doge is down, but it's not completely terrible.
I'm not quite sure about everything being that good.
Nothing will shake me. What's up, Phoenix? Sorry, last night you popped in at the end of things. But it's good to have you at the beginning today, dude. Went for fucking ever last night.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
For my little bit I was in.
Yeah, I for a lot of it just ended up muting myself because it got so out of hand. I was just like, I'm gonna let this beast ride it out. Just let all of those dudes. Rob basically ran the channel for me. It was great. I wanted to check where Anthony's campaign is at. But of course, I'm an idiot today. Yeah, I got tons of shit to do today. I got to finish coloring some stuff for one of our patrons. Just some character sheets and stuff. I got a script to wrap up, and then I'm probably gonna do some sketch cards or something.
They finally fixed Captain America.
Oh yeah?
Did you see it?
The one pant leg? I don't even know what the only thing I could think of is is that supposed to look like a flagpole or something? I couldn't think of anything.
Well, it's weird because she's wearing a leotard, but then she's wearing a hoodie underneath the leotard. And
yeah,
then it's
no.
one leg, and then she wears a trench coat over all of that.
And that's that 1 foot in, 1 foot out, where they can't decide if they completely hate that spandex muscle bound superhero archetype that we all grew up on, or if they want to ditch that and go the weird faux punk route that they've been doing for the last couple of years. And
I mean, it's a black girl with purple pink hair, so clearly she's gonna fight for social justice. Between all the time it takes to peroxide her hair and get it the perfect shade, the ombre from dark purple to pink.
Well, while also passionately hating middle-aged white men. What is up, Institute, Phoenix, Art C? Good to see you, dudes. Anthony also got those originals up last night. All the bullshit I drew, and Jeff's went already. I think Tyler's went already. It was a good night. Yeah, he's 75 away right now from his
$75.
goal. Yeah, and he's got a flexible goal, so he's getting funded either way, but it was be cool for him to hit his full goal. And the book's already printed and everything, so if you're a fan of it, you can back it, and you're guaranteed getting a copy. He was showing them off on stream last night, which is really cool. He figured because it was a sketchbook and everything, he could take the risk no matter what. And if the the campaign did really well. He just had to order more of them.
Yeah.
Which is smart thinking. But yeah, it's got what, like 17 hours left now and $75 to go. Very cool. Because I always tell these dudes, I'm like, dude, we're a small channel and we're like absolute fuckery all the time. Like, we're probably like the last place you want to come like shill your shit for most people. Like, there's like a lot of dudes in CG that are like religious and stuff that probably fucking heard like 30 seconds of this show and we're like, we're done here. But
yeah, that was always a weird thing. I kind of predicted that because I think that split has already happened between like the political religious people who only cared about it for political or religious reasons, and the guys who were like, we just want fucking tits and blood. Because I was always like, this is so weird. Like, half these guys are, we want tits and blood, and half these guys are,
tits and blood is a one-way ticket to hell.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then that sort of happened, and I was like, oh, okay, that made sense.
Oh yeah, and I was always like, I'm not a very religious dude by any means, but I was always very friendly with those people, polite to those people, got on with a lot of people. It sounds horrible. I sound like I've excommunicated those people. Just like the big religious types and stuff, and they were always very friendly with me. Like, I don't have any issues with them. It just that's why I don't get the whole us versus them mentality all around. It's like, just keep making the comic books you want to make. I don't know why you guys gotta like bicker constantly. We have enough dumb people to argue with on the internet. You don't need to fight amongst yourselves. I guess you just like go your separate ways, do your own thing, which seems to be like happening now. But that rift definitely happened. There's a point in time where things were a lot bigger, and it was weird. A lot of people seemed like they were walking on eggshells when they were in streams with different people. And it seems like things have loosened up a lot more in like the last year. Wonder why that is. The memery getting out of hand. Yeah, 17 hours left. Fucking physical copies. Mine and Dave's are still up. For $65, you can get some originals. You can get an original from the sketchbook from Anthony for $75. Yeah. One more original art sale, and he's golden. So I got to pull that off before the end of the day. And Kayla should be here any minute.
It's a good looking book. I like the Queen Alien piece he did.
Oh, hell yeah. That one, I love the, like, just the muted colors and everything. Like, he knows how to actually desaturate shit so it all goes together. A lot of like guys starting out will just like desaturate colors one by one and be like, that looks good, and then it goes to print and looks like dog shit. I think the minimal palette works really good with like the theme of the sketchbook too. I'm stoked to see the dude break out and start making some comics. Morning, Kayla.
I am hungover. I haven't drank in a while. When's the last time I drank? I can't even think.
You're like being a normal person and started your diet this week and then immediately went completely off the deep end in one night.
I know. I'm bad. I'm freaking horrific. I'm regretting it now because now I have to drink Slim Fast in the morning, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
with a hangover.
That's punishment. You're drinking like Soylent.
It's not
people.
Fun. It's not fun.
Doesn't that just make you poop?
No, contrary, it doesn't. If anything, it binds you up. I've been normal
Liquid
though.
Concrete. Fucking
it's because you know what it is though. It's because
this is a
stomach ulcer.
Old guy conversation.
No, I have like fibromyalgia and some issues in my autoimmune, so I've been on prednisone, and they put me on gabapentin. So I gained weight, and now for my height and my little bone structure. I guess I'm overweight, according to my doctor.
Oh yeah, you just
So,
ballooned up overnight. I love that.
I actually gained 17 pounds, Spencer, in 3 weeks.
Which just crippled your little bird legs. I mean, in 3 weeks, that's pretty fucking nuts. That's like I went on a bender and no one could find me. Like, ate a small town.
Literally. The doctor said I'm okay for Slim Jims though, because they're a great source of
that's
protein.
also that's your doctor is insane and probably I think I said this before, but the same guy who killed Michael Jackson telling you Slim Jims are a good source of protein.
Yeah, he said it's
like
a
if
great
you
source of protein.
he's
Just
the
try not
same
to
guy
eat
who was
14
like
in a day.
masturbating will make your fucking hands grow hair and you'll go blind. Some fucking crazy quack doctor who works for Big Slim Jim. Yeah,
Imagine
I
that.
get kickbacks. They pay me
Waiting
in
for that
gabagool.
sponsorship. I'm waiting for
they're
that sponsorship.
definitely one of the companies I want to reach out to with the ad package for the Death Curse stuff, because I think that'd be hilarious if it's just like the books come out and the advertisements are like Blue Chew, Manscaped, and fucking Slim Jim. All the dumb shit we joke about on here. Just dick pills, things to shave your dick.
Are we contacting
snacks
Cialis?
shaped like dick. That's what Blue Chew is basically knockoff Cialis and Viagra. Cialis. And oh shit, what was the other one? I don't remember. What is up, Pedro? Good to see you.
Just going through every podcast sponsor. What's the mattress one?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, we get the mattress one. Well, we liked them because like Blue Chew is just hilarious, and early on, like the few podcasts that I do listen to, the first episode we did a joke bit about that, and then we joked about how that's probably not legal for us to be doing what sounds like quite possibly a legitimate ad for Blue Chew during the podcast that we technically have people pay for. So we're like, we don't know the legality of this, so this is a joke, but it would be really cool if we ended up being one of those podcasts that got sponsored by Dick Pills. They pay big money, man. That just mean more comics. That's what I'm all about. People are like, don't sell out. And I'm like, no, do sell out. Just sell out and retain your rights. I don't care if I got to talk about dick pills for a minute at the end of a podcast or in the middle of a podcast if it means I get like a $10,000 check to make more comics with artists.
I feel like I should be the one that talks about them with a huge smile on my face.
I'd be like, crush them up and snort them. Yeah, right. There's probably some sort of fucking legality issue.
Some pills that will
too.
get your cock hard.
Yeah. They're like, you're not allowed to have women advertise them on camera. Like,
why not? I could just use the Captain Marvel line.
It's like predatory marketing or something.
Faster, further, stronger.
Oh my god.
I'm dead. So is this recently updated?
I can hit refresh on it. It's the morning. I'm working slow, but 24, 25.
Okay,
was,
so it has what 75 left to
go. Oh no, he's funded. You guys
awesome.
Rock. I'm gonna say we did that. I can account for like 3 of the people who backed it, which is really cool. I appreciate everybody who backed it last night. We definitely got.
I wasn't aware of this book,
a couple of them, and very fucking cool.
Yeah, Shay. I think Shay put him over. You know, Shay from Red.
Oh yeah, Red Valkyrie.
Yeah, she's cool.
She was. I think the only person who had me on during promotion for City of Rot, dude. We reached out to a bunch of people, and then I had shit happen towards the end of it, but like the campaign was like done pretty much promo wise. Like we had done the 2 months we could do. She was the only one who like got back to us and went out of our way to have her on like right before she was going on vacation. So like shout out to Shay always. She's been fucking awesome to us. Red Valkyrie's great. But yeah, like everywhere else was pulling teeth. We couldn't get on with any of the big guys. And Malin, Jeff was able to get in with Malin just because he was busy as hell with his own book at the time. But
Comic Kelsey, yeah.
Kelsey had us on too, but Malin was another one that Kelsey's actually in the book because of having us on. But Malin had Jeff on in a big Comicsgate Presents stream, which was really fucking cool. That helped us out a lot. But it was like everybody was doing shit at the time. We ended up launching in what we thought was going to be a dead spot. And it was, I think we counted it one night and it was like 36 books launched the same day as us.
46. I remember.
It was like insane. And we were like, well, fuck us. Like, we couldn't
get on. Didn't you sort of disappear before that as well? Like before you were like,
I was dealing on and off with my final grandparent dying, and was sort of being very quiet about it at the time. I've opened up about it now because she's since passed, but it was like back and forth. We didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. I wasn't really able to see her all throughout COVID. So basically the last year of her life, she spent by herself, barely knowing who she was in a fucking home. Yeah. And she was very important to me, and a very, very big supporter of what I'm doing with my life now, when a lot of the rest of my family thinks it's fucking retarded. So it was a rough time for me, but I got through it and came out the other side and started setting up the Death Curse stuff and doing that because Pete Samedi made the suggestion, we should all just be doing our own thing and building it up and hanging out with the community and everything. And I used to have a pretty big YouTube channel, gaming and stuff, and I just got rid of all that shit and deleted it all. I wasn't playing with the dudes I play with anymore, so retooled everything for Death Curse and officially changed the name on YouTube. And like a ton of people unsubscribed immediately because they didn't realize I was still Rooster Puncher. No one actually came on to watch the show or anything, and I'm like working my way back into good graces. All I need to do is like get on with Frege once, and everybody will be like, "Holy shit, Rooster Puncher didn't die!" But it seemingly had kind of an adverse effect on promoting the book, which was a bummer and everything. But I was sort of all over the place at the time, and only in like the last month have been like getting shit back on track. It was almost a year-long endeavor of like, she got like cancer and a bunch of other shit right at the end. It was like real rough stuff. And she had Alzheimer's the whole fucking time because that's like our family disease on both sides of my family. So
yeah, same.
Yeah. I would go visit her and she'd be reading a book that one of my second cousins wrote that's literally called The Family Disease. That's about her going through Alzheimer's. And she was a fairly established Canadian writer. I don't really want to dox her. The book is actually hard to find because there's a ton of books named after it. So figure it out. But it's an older book, and it was just about her struggles slipping into Alzheimer's. And it was always weird going to visit my Nana, and she'd be reading that book while already deep in the clutches of Alzheimer's.
I got my first car because my Nana had Alzheimer's, and my family told her that Barack Obama passed a law that old people couldn't drive because she lived to actually be like 104 before.
So you just made your grandma like racist on the way out.
He's stealing your.
She was my Nana, so she was my great grandmother. Yeah. She was my Grampy's mom, but she thought I was my mom.
Put a black guy in office and he steals my car.
So she hated him to like she didn't really like him to begin with, but then she really hated him towards the end of her life. She's like, he took my car, and I like pulled up to the house in her car.
Like, you guys fucking baited her. Oh my god!
You know what happened?
We had to straight up tell the home to take a TV out of my Nana's fucking room because she was like out of her mind watching Fox News and believing literally everything. And that was all she would remember. And we were like, holy shit, dude. Nana sees a clip of Alex Jones and we're done for. And like, I'm all for free speech, but not when it's your insane grandparent who has no foundation for reality anymore.
Well, no, my Nana would not get rid of the car and she would not stop driving. And it got to the point where like her workers and like my stepfather went to put something in the car and she drove like down the street with my stepfather hanging on the door.
I love she's that independent that
Yeah,
she drove for that long, but you guys were able to dupe her with something she could find out very easily is bullshit.
it's insane. It's not, you know what? It makes sense if a family member tells the story because I was young at the time. It was my first car. That's how it was given to me. Like her son, my grandfather was like, yeah, it was my first car.
There's an
My
R in there
grandfather was
somewhere.
like, we're gonna give it to Kayla so that way she doesn't have to pay too much for a car. So I literally paid like $200 and had the car, and it ran for a couple of years. So because it had a lot of mileage on it.
We're gonna give it to Kayla, so Grandma feels bad if she tries to take it back. That's like that old people where they're so independent.
I just love if like every time she sees Obama on the TV, she's like, he stole my car. That guy stole.
That's what it
everybody
turned
thinks
into.
she's just confusing him with another guy.
Yeah, she's just forever gonna be a crazy old racist lady to the rest of the world because of what you guys did to her. It's like, fucking, that's not the president. That's the asshole that stole my car. Like,
well, we told her specifically he made a law that old people after the age of like 80 can't drive.
That's better than being like specifically her. Obama said
we told her it was a
aren't
law
allowed to drive anymore. Like,
oh no,
what? She pulls a gun out you guys didn't know she owned.
oh, she was actually from my Irish side, so.
Oh, so
yeah, my Armenian grandmother's in California and doesn't
better.
rage. She actually, she just turned, I think, 80 yesterday. I gotta fucking text her. Oh my God, I'm horrible. I typed out the text and got distracted.
That's like some CIA like conditioning shit. You're just making up laws and stuff, old boy style. You live in here now. Yeah, that's weird as hell. Just put your grandma in a box and you were like, the world ended. Don't come outside. Just leave her with boxes of Go-Gurt. This shit doesn't expire.
But my grandmother in California, she's very independent and she worked, she had a cool life because she traveled everywhere. And then she actually like worked for the government.
Yeah, that's how my Nana was. She was the travel agent. She's the travel agent that fucking booked Beth's parents' honeymoon. That's how small a world this is. Yeah. The area I live in is insane. Like I got away from it so many times and somehow end up back here like a shitty Stephen King novel. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is. There's some sort of cosmic entity pulling me back to this fucking godforsaken town.
She like created programs for the Air Force and the military. My dad's mother.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
You go on vacation ever, and you just feel like, oh fuck, I'm like far away from there now, and this is how I'm supposed to feel.
Well, every time I go to Hawaii,
I'm like,
but then I'm like, I need someone to tell me to go fuck myself, and then I feel good.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen anywhere I go. Like I said, Florida wigged me out. Everyone was so nice. I was like, I didn't know what to do.
The like grass is greener on the other side thing. I'm like, now I got to get used to people being nice, and then I'm just the dickhead in town.
You know, someone looks at you and you're expecting them to say, "What the fuck are you looking at?" Like out here, that's what I'm expecting. And they're like, "Hi, how are you doing?"
Like Boston Comic-Con day 1, me and Mike walking to the convention, and I get, "Hey, homo." I'm like, oh, this place rocks. It was like first construction site we walked by. Yeah, me and Mike were like walking together, and I was wearing like a backpack, and I'm like, like 6'5", walking with like a school backpack and a bunch of comics in my hand, and a bunch of grown construction workers up on like scaffolding called me a homo, and me and Mike just laughed and we're like, fuck you, and kept walking, and they were like waving to us. Yeah, it's like Boston rocks.
I think my interaction with you was probably the most shocking because everything that came out of my mouth was not anything that you expect.
Yeah, when you first came up and started talking, I wasn't even looking at you, and there was a bunch of people around talking to the table next to us and to I think, was Pete with us for that one?
No, not for
No,
that
Pete was
one.
across from us. But yeah, it was like that cosplayer we were next to and everything. And there's a bunch of people there talking, and I heard your voice, and I thought it was like someone completely different. And I looked up and was like, "What the fuck?" And that was just like day one of Boss Tony and Kayla, which is evidently Revere Kayla, but
Hate fucking cosplayers. I'm like, I'm dressed as Zatanna, nice Zatanna. I'm like, I hate fucking cosplayers.
yeah, that
I had to
weird
dress up to get to get
well, there was
cosplayers from
that
a
weird like
magazine.
it was like a pansexual Negan, and he had the little baby baseball bats.
Oh yeah, I was posing at
Oh,
Rob's booth with the
it
guy,
was
acting like I was smashing his head.
yeah, it was a strange one. He was like androgynous. I shouldn't say pansexual. I don't know. I barely know what that means, I guess.
Doesn't
But
he have
it's
a
like
beard?
like this
Mustache at least?
androgyn. This one didn't.
It's androgynous.
I think it might have been drawn on. Honestly, this could have been a chick. Could have been a they them. I don't know. I wasn't like asking. It was weird though. The costume they did like really well, and then it was just like glam Negan with a little tiny baseball bat. And all I did here was they kept explaining that they had the tiny bat because the con we were at wouldn't let them use a full size bat.
And no weapons.
And there was no like cosplay company at the time that made like full size foam bats or anything like that. It was like, well, yeah, a convention's not going to let you bring in a full fucking bat, which can be a murder weapon with the right intent, and wrap it in like not real barbed wire, but still fucking metal wire with sharp edges, you idiot. It was insane. But
that was like
that was a really strange con. That was when we got signed, wasn't it?
that was when you got signed.
Yeah.
No, you got signed. No, you got signed the next year. I want to say it was the next year you got signed.
Because we did Terrificon.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah. I can't remember because I've worked so many cons.
You just
that
blur
year
them
I
all
worked
together.
because I had press, I had cosplay assistants, I had artist assistants, I had Harrisons, I had Nick's, I had.
Haven't you interviewed Liefeld?
Yeah, he was my first ever interview.
Well, you should fucking reach out and see if you can get him again, because that'd be fucking awesome for the zine.
He wasn't actually doing any interviews. That's the whole thing. And I somehow convinced him to between facts and convinced his handler. And he looked at Wingman magazine, which Wingman is doing really well, but it didn't what the person wanted, one of the halves of it wanted, didn't happen. What one half of the magazine wanted, it didn't end up happening, basically, because they wanted to do more pop culture, but then they went a different route. So that's why my interviews didn't get used.
Yeah.
Because
well, that's why I told you that was like a weird fucking pitch in the first place. If I were a guy working at that company too, I would say pop culture doesn't work when you're trying to be like GQ as well. Like,
but then Mike went off and did his own comic. And
that shit
did
looked
really
like it was
well
like
on
Bloomberg
Kickstarter.
and GQ like mashed together, and I was like, "How are you guys trying to fold comic content into this?"
It's because Mike has such
like
a
that
strong
works in
love
Playboy because there's
of
titties.
Comics.
You need a room
and
to
we
breathe.
had a cosplayer section. I would find all the cosplayers, and I mean, I can't say anything bad because I met so many amazing people.
I mean, they do good work, and they're a fucking well-established company, but it's just like a weird mashup of like two vastly different things that you wouldn't normally see in a magazine. But maybe that would be huge. Maybe there's a huge secret fucking rich businessman comic book nerd community that wants those workout tips and fucking fashion tips, but then also wants a bunch of nerdy shit to check out and doesn't have the time to go to a comic shop and find all of it or be on the internet all day. I'm sure there are guys like that.
Well, there are a lot of people who go to conventions that need to be reminded to wear deodorant.
Oh my God, please. What's the worst for that? You know what? I went to what was a gaming convention, the big one I'm trying to think of right now. I can't.
Dude, that fucking kills me. Kayla, at cons when like the AC isn't working and shit, what do I have?
Deodorant and a sweat rag. because
and a
Beth packed your
towel.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
your
will
sweat rag.
literally disappear back to the hotel to shower like 3 times a day because it's fucking so gnarly. And like it will get to a point where the place smells so bad, I just am like, I can't deal with this anymore. I just assume it's me at that point, even though I know I'm clean, and I'm like, I need to leave this building. Like I feel like I'm getting dirty from being around it, and I'm
Oh my
not even
God.
like
What is the name of the gaming
super
con?
clean freak, but holy fuck, dude, cons get out of control, and I pretty much every time get like violently ill like the day after I get home.
We all do. Me too. It's because I think I have a weak immune
Yeah,
system,
I
so
didn't
that's
think
not a
that like
surprise.
what con crud that everybody calls it was a thing for the longest time, and
Con
then
flu.
fucking every time I fucking got home, dude, disgusting.
the
I think I
gaming
had like
con?
one con where I didn't get disgusting. Yeah, a room full of Cheeto farts. Exactly. What's up, Ginge?
It was
Ginge.
PAX. At
There
PAX
was
one
a
year, they gave
Oh,
out free
PAX?
Taco Bell at
Oh
PAX. Oh
my
my God, PAX
God,
is the
dude.
worst. So I was there doing press at PAX.
That's
And
insane.
they gave
That
out
literally
free
is like
Taco Bell, and
that's
there were
like
long lines
super
of people
villain shit.
farting everywhere. It was bad. There was like, first of all, like on top of the no deodorant, they gave out free Taco Bell, so people like walking around crop dusting everything. Like everywhere I went, I was like inhaling farts and
my
BO. It was
hot
bad.
gamer farts
Ugh.
and hot nerd farts. That's that's legit. That's legit super villain shit. That's like I'm PAX's competitor, and I want to show up and fuck their day up. I just pay Taco Bell to show up with Taco Bell trucks and give away fucking tacos to nerds. That is like almost a war crime. Like that's amazing.
I went to Dublin Comic Con one year, tabling at it, and they had like a whole setup in a hall. They just put everything in one fucking hall, and they had this whole Game of Thrones setup, you know, the throne or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
And then, no joke, the entire fucking day they played the Game of Thrones theme song, like the opening song, the whole day.
I would have loved it.
Yeah, I would have blown my brains out.
I am a huge Game of Thrones nerd. I am a huge Game of Thrones nerd. I simp Jon Snow. Oh my God. I simp for him.
Of that.
You know how I feel about this man. I know he's like my height, but he's just beautiful.
I want an Iron Throne, but it's a gunmetal throne, and it's just tons of fucking giant guns. Put that in a comic. I'm writing that down.
Every time you step up, like off the throne, you have like a magazine between your ass cheeks.
Yeah, that's what keeps you in place, so you don't slide around in the seat.
So you can load it.
Yeah, it's got a secret little step pedal you can kick real quick. It'll shoot the guy standing right in front of it. Just coming out right between your legs where your dick is. Just one gun barrel. What's that one for? You'll see. What's up, Razmaz? Yeah, wow. What year was that PAX? Do you remember, Kayla? Because I almost went. I got invited 2017 by a friend and ended up having to work, so I couldn't go. And it was at like a coin show or some shit.
I think it was 2015 or 2016.
Okay, yeah,
I've been doing Comic Cons I've done so many for such a long time.
I'd like to do weird shit like that.
2015 or 2016.
Go and be the only comic book company at an all gaming convention. Just land a bunch of licensing deals.
I was thinking about going to a tattoo convention. Like a tattoo show.
That probably would do pretty good, surprisingly.
I know a guy who's doing the cons, and he just does like portrait stuff, you know, like he'll just draw like Chris Evans as Captain America, like try to do as realistic as he can, and he'll sell prints or take commissions or whatever. And he went to one, and I was like, how did it go? And because I was wondering about the market, I was like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And he was like, well, everybody likes tattoos, but everybody likes art. Like everybody who goes there is into art. Like they're into style and shit. And they're probably more into art than the most of the people going to a
I
comic
think you would
convention.
get a lot of sales, but I know from working in tattoos, the tattoo snobbery and industry hates people like that show up and aren't involved in tattooing.
I should probably well, I get those fake sleeves, those tattoo tights that you put over your arms.
Oh yeah, right. You can just
Why
get
don't you
fucking
just wear a
tattooed
cut
and
off
not be a
short?
girl.
You could do that, that new Captain America look and then put the fake tattoo sleeve on your other leg.
I'm actually I'm lining it up to get my whole throat done soon.
What the fuck are you gonna do on your throat? Is it gonna say "shut the fuck up"?
Just fucking
don't you have a beard?
Cut here in giant letters. Yeah, a beard can be shaved. And
it makes sense if you have like an
jawline.
insult, so that you can have this huge beard that's covering your throat, and then if someone annoys you, you lift it up and show them the message.
Yeah,
Choke on this.
I want it because then I get my neck done and everything, and I can shave my head, and I just look like I run a cell block.
Having choke on this on your neck is slightly homoerotic.
Choke on it's pretty good though. Like Rhodes and fucking Day of the Dead, man. One of the best kills ever. That's a great final line. I'll just get Death Curse in Old English across my throat. Gigantic.
Have Ed do it.
Ooh.
Kill me. No, my buddy Jose's doing it. We've been talking about this for years. No, I'm probably gonna do something really gnarly and not tell anybody. Maybe I'll stream it.
I have my sternum done, and I mean I don't have like tit chandeliers, but I added to my sternum piece, and it fucking hurts.
I told you it would.
It was, you know what? I was good until one point. Like there was one point where he was working on, and all of a sudden, I added to it. Oh my god, that's fucking great.
Yeah,
dude, your mother's boyfriend's my hero.
That would be excusable if it was like some sort of arm guard, but those are straight up just like a nylon t-shirt.
That's like, is he doing that to like blend in? Like, did you ever see that Curb Your Enthusiasm, where Larry cuts off this big biker, and the biker comes out to like beat the fuck out of him, and he puts a "Make America Great Again" hat on, and the biker's like, dude. "Oh, we're all cool, bro."
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Yeah,
dude. When I shaved my head, that's what it was like for me. Like, he puts that hat on when he's in the sushi bars and no one sits beside him. When I shaved my head, I felt that power, like getting on a bus. Nobody would sit beside me, queuing for anything. No one would stand around me.
I used to wear like nothing but hoodies, and like once I started going out in like just like a t-shirt and jeans everywhere, and like old dudes would see all my tattoos, all of a sudden it was, "How's it going, brother?" And like everywhere, and I was like, "Oh god, these guys think I'm something I'm not." The one dude one time literally had "power" in giant letters across his neck and a huge fucking prison spider web on his arm and everything, and he like followed me out to my car. I was like, "You ever want to come to one of the meetings, let me know." And I was like, "I'm good, dude." Like,
yeah, when you shave your head, you do have to, when you shave your head, you can't wear bomber jackets. You can't roll up your jeans, like roll them up, like
cuff them.
You can't cuff your jeans, and you can't cuff your jeans and wear boots. That's like a no-no.
And you definitely
it only works when you're a woman.
As we
when you're a woman, you can do that.
You can't say Anglo-Saxon in a press release when you're a politician. That's a dog whistle for the KKK.
And also, if you're gonna shave your head, don't be a huge fan of the band Wasp and have a wasp logo tattooed on you.
Oh my god.
I'm dying.
What's so wrong with the Confederate flag, brother? It's just a flag. I'm not getting into this.
Yeah. No. I just really like the Dukes of Hazzard.
That was the weirdest thing.
I'm not a skinhead.
Towards the end of the band years, like Beth had seen us live and stuff. It was like, I'm dating a Jewish chick and getting mistaken in public constantly for a white supremacist is not a good time. Especially early on in dating a Jewish chick when she's like, what's going on? Why does my boyfriend seem famous with old white men? Your freedom of speech, bro. Yeah, dude. Speak your truth. I'm just probably gonna walk away. Do my own thing. There's a town not far from where I live that had like a fucking crazy KKK problem way back in the day, like decades and decades ago. I think 60s. And then the town I graduated from had a really fucking bad one. There's a town nearby that had a dude host one of the biggest KKK rallies ever in existence in Connecticut. And he wasn't even a KKK supporter or a member of the Klan. He actually didn't like the Klan, but the town fucked him over. So he fucking invited the Klan onto his private property and let them have like one of the biggest rallies ever as a fuck you to the town. And it turned into like a full scale riot.
That seems like the worst way to get revenge on anybody.
Oh, without a doubt. This is a guy in the 60s who like lived on a farm by himself. And like for generations, the family was just like not going to school, just like raising themselves and worked on the farm. And like it was almost as like the way I read it. And I think there might be a documentary on it now. I'll see if I can find that and like I'll post it or something for you guys sometime, because it is like an interesting story that shit like that got that out of hand.
You know what I think? That makes me think of Dave Chappelle for some reason.
Dude, that's,
do you know the Chappelle Show episode?
when I first saw that, was it Clayton Bigsby or whatever? When I first saw that skit, that was the first thing I thought of was like that, and that's the whole point of the skit is like that backwards ignorance, like you are truly an idiot. And I think even in the documentary it addresses that whole like this dude invited all these people thinking it was a good idea and then immediately regretted it when you have like, you know, like 4,000 of the most racist angry dudes in your property all of a sudden where your family lives. Yeah, that sounds like The Hills Have Eyes. Yeah, exactly. It's like a really fucking dumb idea and insane. Although, you know, any time travelers out there, if you're looking to really wipe the KKK off the map, like, there's a time and a place where they all got down. Like, that's
Yeah, but what if you get carried away with the atmosphere? Like, do you ever hear that Norm Macdonald joke where he's like, everybody's always talking about going back and killing Hitler. He goes, I would never do that. I'd be too scared to get caught up in his gaze.
Oh my god. Dude, Norm's fucking untouchable. I don't know how I've never heard that.
Yeah, he's like, hey, everyone says he was a great orator.
That's like
get caught up in his beautiful blue eyes.
That was that baby Thanos angle, was the whole baby Hitler angle. Like, if you could go back and kill Hitler as a baby, could you do it? And that's like all.
I don't know anyone that could just
exploring.
kill a baby.
Oh, I would have to
kill a
you would
child.
have to literally condition that guy like CIA style to murder babies for like months before you sent him back in time to kill Hitler. And then that would devolve into some guy you sent back in time who killed Hitler, and then it becomes a news story from the past we hear about. World War II never happens, but there was some prolific baby serial killer in Germany in like the late 1930s. Or actually,
I got a better plan. I got a way better
earlier. Plan. Yeah.
Before Papa Hitler slips in, you send someone back to make a move on Mama Hitler and plant their species.
Yeah, you make an American baby.
Make it American Hitler.
You send back a silverback gorilla that's horny as all hell.
Cuckolded Hitler's dad. Plan. Hitler. That's the CIA meeting. Plan cuckold Hitler.
Yeah. Cook Hitler.
Hitler is responsible for killing so many fucking people.
Yeah, that would be amazing. He's just Adam Hitler now. or he'd
I mean,
be
he
Adam
locked
something else.
Armenians in their country. That's what he did. Locked us in our country. Hitler and
Yeah,
Mussolini,
he did
Ottomans to
nothing
kill
but
us.
horrible shit.
Then
Like
there
how
were a
you're like,
bunch of
oh,
Armenians in the concentration camp. I could not kill a child though. I just
this
couldn't. They would
history
have to be a
lesson. I love
zombie.
that
That's
this is what
the
this
only.
devolved to. The
That's the
hypothetical
only way I
bit
could
of
kill a kid is if they
murdering a
were a
baby.
zombie.
Oh
If
my
anything,
god.
I'd probably try to like adopt the kid and freaking change their mindset
You're a
because
cosmic
everyone's a
ghost
product
rider.
of their environment.
Yeah.
I think there was a car company that made an advertisement where they killed baby Hitler.
It sent Bootsy Collins to hit on Mama Hitler. Yeah, he's literally not. That's Carl. That was a great, fucking hilarious joke, but that's literally like a brilliant plan because then he's not Hitler.
Exactly.
What?
Not even in name anymore.
Oh, you mean
Because you cuck his dad, he doesn't get the Hitler
Yeah.
name.
You cuck his dad.
Yeah. It'd be like Operation Golden Eagle Cuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
there
think
was
that
a
should be shirt.
Mercedes-Benz advertisement where they killed like a kid Hitler.
That's amazing because weren't they part of the crew that like
Oh no,
funded
never
him?
mind. No, sorry. It was
Well, we know it wasn't
this
Volkswagen.
spot is a film school submission. It was a film school that made an advertisement of a Mercedes-Benz. It was
Yeah.
something like a Mercedes-Benz goes back in time and know when they can like sense danger or whatever. They were, when it stops in front of something. So like
Jesus.
there's a cow crossing a road and it stops in front of the cow, and then there's like a tree falls in front of the road and it stops in front of the tree, and then there's this kid that runs out across the street and his mother runs out and goes, Adolf, and then the car speeds up and knocks him over.
Oh my god, I just got a fucking text message I never thought I would get. Beth, Dad is interested in buying Dogecoin and is going to start taking Bitcoin as payment.
Doge
Okay.
dropped today. Today
Yeah.
would have been the time for me to buy, unlike the other
it's
fucking
going
day.
to.
It makes me want to.
I told you
have
just
my
not to
finger
bother
close.
buying at all. I bought it no matter what. You're going to be all emotional about it. It's a volatile cryptocurrency.
No,
in
I'm
its
gonna be
infancy.
fine because I'm gonna wait
Just
until it
sit
goes
on it.
back up to 50.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell
It could
it.
fucking go
go
back
back
down
and
to
invest.
fractions of a cent, and then you can drop like $2 and fucking like quadruple
Yeah.
what you got, and then sit on
That's
it some
true.
more. It's a fucking joke currency. Like, we'll see where it goes. Let's see if it becomes less hilarious and more legitimate. That's what the fucking fun
Slim
of it
Jim
is.
420 is doing something with Dogecoin.
Slim
So-
Jim is probably just fucking doing like promotional bullshit, and it's probably going to be like an NFT or something stupid.
I
that
trust in Slim Jim. All
I
right,
don't
that's
give a
it.
shit. I know you do, but I don't trust in Slim Jim until they're fucking advertising in our comic books. Until
I will
then.
work on that. I want my Slim Jim sponsorship for my life. I feel like if they knew how obsessed I was with their product, they'd probably block me. So I'm kind of glad they don't understand.
I'm always years ahead of the curve on this shit. What is up, Luke? Good to see you, man. Luke says hello, dudes.
What's up, Luke?
Netflix had a movie, He's Back, where Hitler comes back to modern times. Shenanigans happen. Yeah, I remember that.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, it's just like Hitler like spelunking through the city, from what I gathered. And then
What a
there's
fucking
that.
awful thing to say. Shenanigans.
Yes, awesome.
Oh, Hitler and his shenanigans.
Yeah, it's just like Ferris Bueller's Day Off with Hitler. Saturday morning coffee in the comic shop. Oh man,
There
I'm
was a
jealous.
real sitcom, I think, that a British company tried to make, or an American company tried to make, and it was something like with the Hitlers or with the Adolfs, and it was like it was like Hitler living in an apartment block,
Oh
like
my
in a
God.
New York apartment block with Ava Braun.
That's like a fucking dumb idea I have when I'm like really drunk and getting a lot of writing done, and just like something stupid pops in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna ever explore that. But
He has, you can watch the pilot of it. He has like a Brooklyn accent.
that's
He doesn't even sound
fucking
German.
insane.
And he
My God,
comes
I
in
need
and
to
he's like,
fucking
"Oh,
see
we're
this.
making schnitzel again, Ava and shit." And you're like, "What the fuck? They actually made this?"
Ed, can you hand me one of those special K bars? Please? Por favor? The
Yeah,
red
she's
berry
making
one. Yeah.
making a feed you now.
Yeah,
The
right,
whipping
dude.
boy.
Every day. Poor bastard.
Making him feed me. I'm asking. He's by the cabinet. I'm
She,
sitting
she,
here.
she has him sleeping upright too in the closet like a goddamn vampire.
You think I'm so mean
sleeps on
to
the
you?
floor.
Yeah.
Really? Are you saying I'm mean?
Dude's gonna be fucking all crooked like Nosferatu in a
I
couple of
hurt
years
you?
as Kayla makes him stand up in the closet.
Yes, Master Kayla. What else do you want?
Yeah, whips him
Yeah,
with a
right.
switch.
He's the one that runs the
Your fin-
relationship in
Your
the
fin is
show.
not long enough.
He runs the relationship. I'm very supportive, and I cook
I'm just fucking with you. It's
and
too
clean.
easy. It's just like your inflection and demeanor all the time when you ask him things.
I come from a house where we yell at each other. That's like
Oh yeah, I know. Out of love.
I mean, what you've met my dad? He's loud.
No, I know.
Like,
Your dad's great. I love going to dinner with him because I'm not the loudest person. And Beth
my
is
dad's
normally like, you need to calm down. Like, I know you're having fun, but we're in public and you're scaring an entire restaurant of people. I'll just be talking about like a horror movie full blast, but it sounds like I'm talking about something I did candidly.
Yeah. I love doing that shit. I love, when you're on like a good, like I don't know, like you're just making up shit and you're on like a good run of it, of like just some what if fucking story in a pub,
yeah.
and you can see people listening to you and they're
Great
like,
conversation.
what the fuck are they talking about? And you just go worse because you can see them like turning their like
Yep.
doing that thing where you can tell they're listening but they're pretending they're not.
That was fucking Bisley, dude. Like, I would never directly quote the things he said when we were with him because it would get him canceled. But like, it seemed like the more people watching, the crazier he got, and I was just like, I love this man. I want to travel the
I
world
love
with
him
him.
too.
Yeah, I was like, you have my sword. Like, immediately met that dude and was just like, do you need a beer? Do you need anybody to die today? Like, he fucking drew me a Lobo head sketch at the end of the weekend. Like, it was insane. We just got fucking blasted with Bisley, and then he did a head sketch for me, and it was like a comic book one night stand. I haven't seen him.
And then we saw him at the bar, and when we were eating, and he came over, left the bar, and came over and sat down, and like basically we were offering him food and everything.
Yeah, went on like a 20-minute tirade. I think the picture is still up on Twitter somewhere, and I keep meaning every time I bring it up, I'm like, I need to go back and fucking pull.
You know what? That is the worst picture of me in my life. I look like I'm bigger than you in the picture, and at the time I was like 110 pounds. I'm like, how the fuck do I look like I'm like the biggest person there?
You look like a crackhead there, and I am like obliterated. I'm like cross-eyed, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, we're drinking with Bisley. I guess I'm drinking till I'm dead tonight. I just remember we got I think it was Soup brought him a fucking 6-pack, and in like 20 minutes it was just like gone. Like,
yeah, all those guys are fucking hardcore. Glenn Fabry, I've seen him at cons, and he drinks at the con like all day. He has like cans of cider.
Fucking kill to talk to that dude. I followed him like a couple months back. I finally saw like he was on Twitter, and I was like, what the fuck? Love that dude's stuff too. Bisley is like no bullshit. Like Bisley, I tell everyone, if you get the chance to just go talk to him for like 10 minutes and you're like an indie dude, holy fuck, will he like set a fire in you and that will never go out. Like like he is, if you think I'm like fuck everything, he's fucking perfected the art form. Yeah, like it's
dude, I want
amazing.
him to fucking, I want to get a piece done by him. Imagine him fucking drawing Death Sworn.
Yeah.
I don't see. You know what? He did work with Zaid Comics
Yeah.
for. He did like a cover for them. So
His rates are through the roof. I can tell you that much. But if you're willing to pay for him, he's definitely worth it. It's just a matter of planning it out and everything and the logistics. Because to make your money back, you gotta move units on it, or you gotta see it as a loss and an investment, which is obviously it's definitely an investment and definitely well worth it. But
you know what though? Sometimes too though,
you can
depending
also buy the
if
original.
they really like if you know what though, this is just a rule of thumb in life. If
That's what
someone
I'm
really likes
saying.
what you have, like they really like who you are as a person and they really like what you're working for, they may
Approach him
just
at a
offer
con
if
and
you
give him a
know
copy
approach
of
them.
Death
Yeah.
Sworn, and that's how we got in contact with him. And like we were supposed to meet up with him this past year again, and then COVID happened. Like it was like the new thing, because the second year we did Granite Con, we came back and it was just like that was the year where we like ended up drinking with him real heavy, because we came back and he was like, dudes, like immediately fucking recognized us when we were walking into the lobby before we had even checked in. And I was like, I'm gonna throw up everywhere. There's very few dudes that make me feel like a little kid again. And like having Bisley be like treating you as one of his peers was fucking bonkers.
Kevin Eastman loved Voidwalker and loved everything.
Kevin
Because when I
Eastman
went
owns
over to
all
go
of
meet Kevin
Voidwalker,
Eastman, and
some of the
like I was
limited
like,
edition
give me
soda
everything
we
you guys
made.
got. I go over like a publicist. I'm like, this book is this and this is this, and we wanted you to have this. He loved the soda. He loved the label on the soda. He was so awesome, and then he hooked it up with autographs for me. I couldn't even believe. I was like, wow, oh my God, really? For me?
Should have
Like,
something new for me soon. Oh boy. That's awesome, dude. Take it easy, do your thing,
check out
and
the
thanks for
Institute,
hanging out with
everyone.
us. Hell yeah, of course. The music will actually be going up soon now too, since we're all like wrapped up. I went and cleared the final files with him and everything, just the full lineup.
I gotta
And
send you the editor's letter too later on today.
yeah,
Oh shit!
I'm
Thank you for
still lettering
remembering.
up the last of the pages, so there's still some
Oh, I have
time
time.
before it goes
Okay,
completely
good.
to pre-press. So no worries. You have a little bit of time. I'll let you know when it's down to the wire, but
I've been so caught up with school this week because I have all these tests due tomorrow. I have to do
yeah,
2 more
I
today.
also had a death in the family that completely fucked everything up, so that was on me. And
That's
then we
life.
decided, we
We're
decided
real
that an
people.
editor's letter would be cool because the guys wanted something from you. So we're getting it all in there. And it's sort of like a thanks from all of us to you guys. I haven't figured out if we're going to put it in the front or the back of the book yet, but we'll figure that out as well.
I was thinking about printing like a cover letter thing, like a postcard.
Definitely.
Like have an art on one side and then just a little thing saying all the things I want to say.
Yeah, especially
Cry.
if you did
put some tears on it.
If you did something like that though, and you put like a bar on it for like your signature and then like a personalization, so you can like, sign their name, like thanks Kayla for backing Death Sworn, and then your signature.
You want me to do that to all those books? I'm already signing the books. Every book gets signed.
Then you don't have to if that's the case. Yeah.
We got to work out the poster.
Oh yeah, you got like a fucking 1,000 backers, right?
Yeah.
God damn, you're gonna be buried, dude.
Dude, I was gonna make up little packets and shit. I was gonna get like for the trading cards and everything. And it's like I can't do that now. Like, there's no way I can do that now. For each book, make up little packets unless I could pay somewhere to do it. But there's nowhere over here that would do it, so I'd have to get it done in the States, and then it would cost way too much to ship. And then
what are you looking to do?
It was the trading cards. I was gonna hand make up these little packs.
You haven't printed them yet?
The trading cards?
Yeah.
No.
We might be able to do it over here for you.
Yeah, but it's shipping them back over to me because I have like 5 trading cards.
Let me see what it would cost to just ship padded envelopes from me. We'll look into it. Right, you're not like shipping out anytime soon?
No, I just have the Ashcan and cover and stuff to finish.
We'll look into it. Remind me like off the show, but like that wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility. We just have to figure it all out. The freight might not even be bad for that. I used to do shit like that. I worked in a fucking Staples forever, running the print and copy center, and worked for their hub, which does like the print and copy work for the big business accounts that they would get, and like all of the regional stores and everything. Like it's sort of like the national hub.
Yeah.
Doing like big stuff, collation and stuff like that, which is what that is. I did the wax packs for Clint's campaign, the first Downcast.
Yeah. It would be awesome to do, but again, it's just
yeah, even if
so
it's
cool
just like are you looking to do custom packs?
No, what I was originally going to do is I just had a little cover sheet sort of printed up, and I was going to put the 5 cards in a sleeve with that little cover sheet.
Yeah,
and
like
have
a cover
over.
sheet, like
But
a vinyl release.
Well,
or
just
something.
just like a light GSM glossy thing that's cut to the same size as the cards, just to put it in. And I was going to make it look like an old Topps cover or whatever, but it's just like if I had to sit down and pack each and every individual card into this little sleeve and then put these little sheets on top of it, on top of just packing everything together instead of just
that's the shit. Yeah, we might be able to figure that out, man. It's not outside the realm of possibility. And 5 cards is 5,000 cards. It's just a lot of collation.
Well, I have to go over, like, definitely have to go over 1,000.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure, but
oh wait, there's 5 cards in there. I think I'm gonna throw in an exclusive one for the Ashcan as well, just for the people who got the Ashcan, because the character and the bad guy in that doesn't appear like in anything.
I think BCW has like bags, or I'm sure there's zip bags for like 2.5 by 3.5 cuts as well. So yeah, you just get something.
Yeah, no,
like
I can get those sleeves, no problem.
3 mil sleeves. You print the. If you're doing sleeves, you don't need to do a glossy wrapper print if it's just slipping inside. Like that's how like old punk bands did like vinyl releases. That's how like you do flexi discs. It's just like a regular sheet of color printed copy paper. Because you get the gloss shine from the bag itself. And if
I wasn't looking at like gloss laminated. It was just gloss paper, like digital.
Oh yeah, no, I know. The gloss paper though, and the mill bag normally has like a super high shine on it and looks kind of shitty, but that's just like a preference thing. It's cheaper to do non-glossy paper usually.
I was just gonna throw the cards in with the bags now.
Yeah, we'll figure that out off stream though. What is up, El Padrino? Yeah, that is it's a lot. I think I only did like 150 for Clint's thing. But he was doing wax packs that I was making by hand, so that takes way fucking longer. You gotta wax all the wrappers and everything like that. Seal all of them by hand. I'm eventually, when we get a place, that's what was going to be one of the first things I build was a heat sealing slotter, which is basically just like 2 pieces of metal that heat up, and you can slide the cards in between it, and it's like exactly the width you need. And you just like fold the packs up, slide it through there really quick, and it melts a perfect bar on the wax and seals the packs. There's no glue or anything. It's all sealed with wax.
Can you just like attach a heating element to a vice grips?
Yeah, that's basically exactly what it is. It's almost like 2 long rulers instead of like vice grips. And you just slide it in between those 2 rulers, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. That's cool. You're making a whole little factory.
Slowly. We figured out a better way for waxing this stuff too, but I'm going to obviously need a place for something like that because like bay tanks and stuff like that, I can't have like on a carpeted floor or hardwood or anything. It's probably going to be concrete. or I'm gonna like rhino line it or something where I can scrape up wax that drips. But if I do that, eventually I'll be able to print oversized and do like multiple wrappers on
Death wax.
a sheet at once. Yeah, I would fucking love to bring back fucking wax packs all together and all this cool shit we had as kids. Vinyl
You can't unfortunately
records.
get the gun to put in it because
What?
the gum. You can't get the gum to put in with the wax pack,
Oh
so
yeah, that was a huge fucking bummer. The one company that makes it, you have to buy your cards through them to get the gum, and their prices are fucking through the roof compared to every other printer.
I saw a guy who was like making up wax packs at like home. It was like a tutorial on YouTube, and it wasn't real. It was like he printed off the sheets at home, and then he put wax paper on it or something, and then would like iron it sealed. But he was putting in like just regular gum, like into
yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lot of dudes will do for some reason, and it's
that's kind of
actually
weird.
highly illegal in America too. Like wildly
FDA does not
illegal.
approve it.
Yeah, like the federal government will come fuck you with a nightstick.
Really?
It's insane. And I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. Like literally,
No one
like
wants to
all
get
the
raped by the
research I did,
government.
everybody was like, do not fucking do that. There's some real dumb shit you can get away with, and for once, this isn't one of them.
Yeah, well, it's also you're just opening yourself up to a whole lot of shit. Like someone
Yeah,
eats the gum, and then they can just say, "You gave me a stomach ulcer. You gave me whatever."
that's why I was like, we have to go through that one company that has like a monopoly on this shitty gum. I think they literally bought like the rights to the gum recipe from Tops or some shit like that. Because Tops doesn't even produce it anymore, even though they're allowed to. They choose not to. They don't see it as like viable anymore, which is insane to me. They'll sell NFT fucking cards all over the place, but they don't
NFT.
see. Yeah, it's madness. Yeah, no, wax packs though. I did tons of research online. I probably watched a lot of those videos that you're talking about, but a lot of it was bullshit. And I ended up actually finding like an old video of like the Tops factory and how they did it. And it's obviously just with big machines. And I was like, how can I do this in like a backyard if I need to? And with lots of years of printing experience, it didn't take very long. And I did tons of testing. I did testing with like better papers and everything and my best printers. And honestly, the ones that look most like old school wax packs are printing on my shittiest printer on my printer's shittiest settings in full color and then cutting it out on the shittiest paper I can come up with. Like 30-pound copy paper or 32-pound copy paper is some of the best paper for making wax packs because the wax you're supposed to actually use for it basically ups the weight to like 50 to 70-pound paper. And
So how do you? Because the whole thing gets covered in wax, doesn't it?
you have to get the wax to like an exact temperature. I'm not giving away my secret recipe just yet. We're actually talking about doing a tutorial for the Patreon for it and everything. But you get the wax to a right temperature. You need a big bay, big enough to where the sheet isn't going to touch things on any sides or anything like that. You can normally get out some imperfections and stuff, but literally you can make like a light tap on the side of a pan or a pot or whatever you're using to hold the wax and like make a little crease in the paper and it will look like insane and huge and all fucked up. And if you want those like perfect crease lines where it looks like it was made by a machine, like when you're folding it up, you don't want all that shit. And if you have any bends or flakes or anything like that, or a crease, when you go to start folding, it will bend and crease. But you need like a folding bone, essentially, regular copy paper, color printer, and high quality paraffin wax, essentially, and a big bay to melt it in. I'm working on a double boiler system where I'll be able to eventually do like what is it, like 24 by 36-inch sheets. And I have a template and everything for wax packs, how to put UPCs on them and all this other shit if you wanted to. The the actual fold line templates and the folding instructions. So when you fold them, UPC or anything is showing. If you want a little tagline on the back or anything like that, how to set it up so it properly shows when it's all folded up. Because it's like really complicated shit that it's like really simple, but to get it to look the way you want to is really complicated because of all the folding and weird shit. And depending on how many cards you're doing in the pack, it gets thicker and you have to make it a little bit bigger, which is why the gum, it was kind of a blessing that the gum didn't work out. But yeah, you just have to fully submerge these sheets into really good wax at a really high temperature for a certain amount of time, and then pull it and hang it at a certain temperature. A lot of temperature controlling. And these are just, you probably don't need to really fuck with the temperature too much. I think the temperature on the wax is a little bit more important than the temperature outside. Because when you pull it to dry, if it's a little bit warmer or hotter, or if it's a little bit warmer or colder, it's just going to take a little bit longer or shorter to dry. But the wax temperature seemed to be really important because something about the heat and the wax and everything, like it literally gets into like the pores and like the pulp of the paper in every fiber. Like when you pull it out and everything, it's almost the same technique as making just like food saver wrappers for like in home, if you've ever done that, making your own wax paper essentially.
Yeah, sounds crazy. Did you ever hear about that doctor that he fell in love with one of his patients and she died, and then he like convinced the family that he was going to make a whole mausoleum for her, and he buried her, and then he went and dug her back up, and then he started like rebuilding her with wax, and he
What
had
the
like this
fuck?
weird, this happened in America, and he had like this
Of course
weird,
it did. Doesn't surprise
some
me.
Ed Gein shit, man.
I know.
yeah, and she was
I'd really
like
like to
all,
start.
she was all like, he would fix her up. You can see pictures of it online, like what was her like corpse is like all crazy mannequin-y looking with all this wax that he was using to like seal her up, and he fucked it.
Of
He
course.
would like sing its songs and stuff, and he told
That's
people
how
that
it always
you can
ends.
hear her singing and shit.
And he fucked it, and then fucking Kayla just disappears.
No, I'm trying to look for it. That's why I need to find out this
I think his name
information
was
here.
Carl something. Carl.
Screen printing's not too hard, Luke, and I also have some experience in that. Used to print a lot of the stuff for the bands I was in, and I'm printing the shirts for City of Rock.
Dr. Carl Tanzler. He fell in love with a patient he was treating for tuberculosis. This love made him determined to keep his patient. Oh my God, this is fucking freaky. This looks like one of the bad wax figures from the Salem fucking Wax Museum. That is bad.
What time period are we talking here?
1931.
Okay, 30s. That totally makes
he
sense.
Literally
That's
removed
like
a
some
corpse
fucking
from the
Red Dead
mausoleum
Redemption 2 shit.
and then held it together
man.
with coat hangers, wax, and silk. This is fucking. He looks creepy. This doctor looks fucked. Oh my God.
Think?
Yeah, pull up a picture of him. He
looks like a refined gentleman. He doesn't look that fucked up.
He's wearing a monocle.
He looks crazy. He looks crazy to me.
He's wearing a monocle and shoes and nothing else.
This is fucking horrible.
He's wearing an erection and nothing else.
Oh my God.
And he slept with it. He slept.
What's his name? Dr.
Carl Tanzler. Carl with the C. So
Dr. Carl Tanzler Elena. Oh God, the doll is horrifying.
Dang, that's fucking. He slept with it. This motherfucker slept with this shit. That's fucking gross. Oh my God.
What are you talking about? He looks creepy. He looks like fucking like Orville Redenbacher or something. Like he's just like a dude.
There's a guy called Anatoly Moshkin. He's a Russian guy, and he did the exact same thing, but he did it with kids.
That's even worse. He should be fucking gutted.
And he had them all hanging up like dolls in his house, and he lived with his parents, and his parents were like, we just thought it was a hobby.
What the fuck? His parents just thought it was a hobby. Okay, that's some grade A parenting there.
His parents didn't realize that dolls were people. Jesus. That was like I was watching a thing today about I can't remember his name now, but it's like a Russian dude who had a fucking particle collider or accelerator fucking pass through his head in I think like the 70s. Particle accelerator beam just passed through his head and somehow like didn't obliterate him.
Oh, that's like Phineas Gage.
Yeah, well, like
Well,
immediately I
it
thought I
wasn't
was like,
that though. He had a
that's
full go
not
through
what
his head.
that's not what happened to Dr. Manhattan, right? He's just like picked apart completely, brought back with a blue penis. But that's like immediately what I thought of, and they were like, yeah, it just like swelled his brain, and Russia was like, nothing happened. Like, they refused to give him benefits or anything, but he was like permanently changed, and I immediately thought like, how is this not in a superhero book? This guy got his brain like almost melted.
Did he live?
Yeah, he's still alive today. He's like 78 today. He was like in like I think his late 20s, early 30s when it happened. I wanted to do more research for it after this, but I was like, holy shit, man.
But there's been I don't buy that, man, because there's been guys that like they touch a uranium core for like half a second and they fucking die.
Do you ever believe that when it's your time, it's your time?
And like Russia is like straight up. They tried to suppress it for years, and he like lives in a research facility in Russia and has been petitioning for years to get like extradited to America so he can be studied.
All I know is when it's your time, it's your time. There are some people I know.
I think
like,
when a particle accelerator
fucking
blasts through the side of your head, it's supposed to be your time.
Yeah,
What's the name
but you
of
know
the
what
particle accelerator in? Is it Sweden or Switzerland? Is it CERN or whatever?
Peter? Yeah, he worked for like the early precursor to CERN. I'm pretty sure they mention it in the article I was reading about it, and then I pulled up a video on it right before this.
Have you ever seen the human sacrifices at CERN?
Oh, they're doing that now.
They have a gigantic statue of Shiva.
They have,
and they do like these mock sacrifices where they do like these pretend human sacrifices.
Oh,
so
man,
disturbing.
Gets all midsummer over at CERN.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's all a fucking lie. That fucking Hadron Collider is a toaster. It does nothing. It couldn't even cook your toast.
They're just melting people in it.
They're all doing weird shit. They're all just doing weird shit. They're worshiping death gods.
So yeah, it's a window to Satan. Sup, dude? It just looks like the inside of like a big like camera lens or something. I don't know what's going on in there.
The toaster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of old ovens from like the 1920s that they pulled all the parts out, and they're like, they look weird. Dumb people think this is science shit. Let's go sacrifice a goat.
Oh my god.
Temple of Doom shit. Yeah, man, it's like weird. That's like that. I always forget the fuck. We've talked about this before. What's the weird group with all the bird head shit and the owl in the woods and all that? I always want to say like
shit.
Yeah, like Bilderberg group or some shit like that, but it's
not.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah. What's it? Yeah. Fucking, what was the name of that place?
Jesus,
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. Yes, thank you, Jesus. That came to us both. Yeah, that shit, dude, is just like sometimes things are too weird to where like it's like an Occam's razor moment, like that's probably a cult. Like
have you ever heard at that point, I think it was like Nixon or someone talking about Bohemian Grove. Did you hear what he said?
No.
Nixon, yeah.
He was like they do the most F slur F word slur. They do the most shit down there.
Fucked up shit. Yeah.
Oh wow. Lovely stuff. Yeah, Mandela effect. Pulling the sliders ever since. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I prefer if the Mandela effect was always like I'd like it if it was like bigger stake. So it's always like the Bernstein Bears. It's like, oh, okay.
It would also be really cool if the Mandela effect also manifested the wrong thing into existence as well. Like fully. Like there's the Berenstain Bears and the Berenstein Bears now. Both of them.
And then there's also
your brain is broken.
Sinbad.
Oh yeah, just everybody
Sinbad the
being
comedian.
dumb and
Everyone
thinking
thinking that
Sinbad
he's
was in Shazam or whatever. Kazam.
Yeah, see, if I want our timelines to cross, I want it to be like severe. Like, I don't want it to be like
Yeah, you don't want it to be a Sinbad movie you missed out on.
misconstrued titles of like dead IPs.
Oh, I always forget too. You're younger than us. I'm like, Carl could potentially have no clue who Sinbad is. Like,
Sinbad and the Voyages of the fucking
no, the
seventh.
comedian.
the comedian. Yeah, everyone thinks that he did movies he didn't
I'm
do.
assuming you have no idea
Like
who he
Shazam.
is. You ever seen Jingle All the Way with Arnold
Is that the
Schwarzenegger? Christmas
Turbo
movie.
Man?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sinbad's the bomb carrying mailman.
Oh, he
Yeah,
was
he's
like
the bad
popular
guy of
for
the whole
like
movie.
6 months in 1995.
Yes, he's like huge in the 90s briefly and is now just like a meme lord. Keep watching. I bet you'll see it sooner or later. Yeah, there's going to be like a death curb.
I would just like you get to the like you're walking in the forest and you get to a point in the forest and then there's like a city. Like in the middle of a forest.
I
And
thought
it's
you were
like
going to say like another Carl.
no, it's a glitch line. I would hate that, dude.
Yeah, you're like, oh, fuck. I am in another reality.
That'd be so confusing.
Yeah. See, I'm just such a like logical realist idiot. I'd immediately be like, I had a twin this whole time. Like,
Yeah,
it wouldn't even be like I'm in an alternate reality. Yeah, you're the closest thing I've got to a fraternal twin. It's horrible.
we look so much alike. No,
Yeah.
actually, no. You said fraternal. Sorry, I didn't catch
I'm
that.
so wildly Armenian.
You know what? The day that you showed up at Terrificon when you had all the leaves and shit in your hair, I mean, that was pretty sad.
Yeah, when I looked like a guerrilla warfare fucking specialist. Like,
He looked like Peter Cimenti goes, Spencer, you look like you ran through the woods. Like, I fucking died.
hell yeah, man.
He did. He looked like he ran through like the woods. Like,
I don't even remember what we were doing.
You would bring boxes.
Spencer dug a trail into the convention. The
He
Ho
looked
Chi
like
Minh
it.
trail. Running bombs under the convention.
Shawshank Redemption by way in with a fucking rusty spoon. But is Sinbad CG?
You purposely go through the toilets.
That would be fucking hilarious if Sinbad came out as CG just randomly, just for no reason. I slept in the woods. That would be some shit we totally would have pulled back in the day with cons. I came from like band shit, dude. So like me and my buddy Mike, we didn't give a fuck. We'd be like, we will sleep in a parking lot on the top of your car. We'll sleep in your car. We'll sleep on the ground outside. I don't give a shit. Let somebody try to fuck with us. Wasn't Sinbad Jax in the first Mortal Kombat? If that's true, that's fucking insane.
No, he was not. He was not Jax in the first Mortal Kombat.
I don't know if you mean like the rotoscoping for the game, or if you mean the movie. No fucking way. It was some not no name, but he wasn't like really big. That was kind of at the time where Hollywood was still like, black guys can't be a lead in a movie, so he had like 3 lines in the whole movie, which is a bummer because he's one of the only dudes that's like kind of like really like accurate in that one.
I'm trying to think of who played him in the first.
And not a complete
I'm looking it up
cornball.
now.
I was like, was he even in the? I can't remember him being in the first one. I remember him being in the second one for sure because of all the animality bullshit. He's like one of the only parts that doesn't feel completely corny.
I think he was in the second one, to be honest. I think if anything, like
that's what I'm saying. Is he thinking about him being
Oh no, actually he was in the first one. I think he got killed right away by Kano.
That makes no sense that Jax got killed in the first one and then shows up in the second one.
I know, but it said that Gregory McKinney played Jax in the first Mortal Kombat, and then in the second Mortal Kombat.
Why do I not remember this?
Because he fought. That's why Sonya even more was like driven to beat his ass. It was Hold on 1 second. I'm just looking up something real quick.
What the shit? He's not in the original. There's no way. Am I losing my mind?
I think you might be.
I have a brain tumor, guys. This
Because
is
you
gonna
can't
be it.
remember if Jax was in the fucking. Yeah, bring that to your doctor.
Yeah. Doc, I don't remember dick about Mortal Kombat. I'm
Wait,
dying.
so let's see.
Was Sinbad in Mortal Kombat? He's like,
Yeah.
first of all, what the fuck is Mortal
It was
Kombat?
Yeah,
Lynn
who is
Williams.
Sinbad?
What have
So
you
it
been
was
doing?
Lynn Williams that did Jax in the second Mortal Kombat movie, and then in the third movie, it was actually Michael Jai White.
Who the fuck? What third movie? Now
There
you're
was a
giving
No,
third
me
there
Mortal
shit.
wasn't a
Kombat
third
movie.
movie. It was like those little
There's a
internet
TV
vignettes.
series on fucking Machinima, you bastards.
There's let's see. What is it?
God damn it, we can
no,
have-
wait, no, nope. Sorry, it was a no, it was a TV series. Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
have
it
them all.
wasn't even a TV series. It's a fucking web series Machinima did. A fucking shitty video game YouTube channel from back in the day.
I can't keep track between the
Why the
games.
fuck can't I remember any scene from Jax? And it doesn't even come up with anything on Google when I'm like 1995 Mortal Kombat Jax. Is it just he gets his arms ripped off in the first one? Like, because that would
I don't
make
know
No,
if it
because he
was-
has
no, it
arms.
wasn't
In the second one, he has arms.
Yeah, in the second one, he takes the arms off. That's what I mean. He's still got his full arms. They're just arm like covers. I'm fucking lost, dude.
Did you leave me for the list?
Did I just now realize a giant plot hole in the Mortal Kombat movies that's been there all along? Or is Kayla just misremembering him being
no,
killed
maybe
in
it
the
was-
first movie?
Maybe it was Goro. I fucking can't remember.
Dude, you are the worst. That is, you're mixing the black guy with metal arms up with the four-armed Down syndrome dude.
No. I didn't even hear what you said. I was saying bye, Dad. I'm trying to think of what fucking. All right, Goro versus Jax, Mortal Kombat 1995. Hold on. I think I found it on YouTube.
Jesus.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Why are all these fucking ads on YouTube? Fuck this shit.
I like that
Fucking
they
so
also
tired.
credit him with the 2 X's.
I found it. It's Goro versus Jax, Mortal Kombat 1995. That's what it's under.
Oh, was this the first time they introduced Goro?
Yeah, and he fought Jax right away. So last night, we watched actually some Revenge of Scorpion animated series, and
I
that's
don't know what the fuck you're talking about, all this auxiliary nonsense.
but yeah, no, it's when they first introduced Goro that it was Jax there before he had the metal arms.
Did
They
they
ever
reference
even-
him as Jax?
Yeah, I was like, do they call him Jax?
Yes.
I'm looking this up and I can't find any photos of it.
So, you want me to pull? Are we gonna get flagged if I pull this up?
Yeah, he's the dazed black guy who's dressed like a ninja that Goro fights.
So
And
he's
then
never called Jax or referenced as Jax.
Goro
or-
holds him up and punches him in the chest. I don't remember if he is, but he definitely doesn't kill him. He just punches him, Kayla.
Oh no. So last night I watched this Revenge of Scorpion animated Mortal Kombat thing, and that's what Michael Jai White is like doing the voice of Jackson. I couldn't fucking think. I'm pretty sure it was Michael Jai White. It sounded like him. But yeah,
No,
that
Shang
one.
Tsung's definitely killing him right now.
In that one, so he had his arms ripped off by Goro right away, and then yeah, Shang Tsung killed him.
No, Shang Tsung steals his soul. Do they like get his soul back at the end? How the fuck did Jax come back now?
When Liu Kang defeated, all the souls were released and set free. I thought. I like the guy who was the original Shang Tsung. I feel like he has that evil
Yeah, no shit.
look to him.
Oh, he's no Steven Yeun though.
Listen, I wasn't caring
I'm
that.
never gonna let you live that down.
I like Steven Yeun. You leave Steven Yeun alone, okay? He's great. Just like Kit Harington, okay?
Man, that first Goro, it actually looks great.
I love it.
love how that Goro
Yeah,
looks.
dude, fucking animatronics rock. Doesn't matter how shitty the animatronic looks, having something physically there is always going to be better. It's that real like line of sight that the actors have and everything. That was not Sinbad Jax. Ginge, you have to have eyesight like my girlfriend. That
But
was
I'm not even
not.
sure this guy is Jax.
He's credited as Jax in the original movie on IMDb. Gregory
No, well,
McKinney.
people saying here, no, Jax is the guy at the beginning of the film who is Sonya's ally. Because he's the only black guy in the movie, he's immediately Jax. Bloody hell. That's Art Lean. Sonya was the only one that gave a shit. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, then
At least he didn't say DJ from
then
Street
literally
Fighter.
even fucking YouTube has it wrong. Dude, I need to go back and watch this stupid fucking movie again.
No, it's the casting. It's literally, I looked
No,
at the
Kayla, because I
casting.
just looked at the casting and you are completely wrong. Gregory McKinney is not the guy in the picture that you said was in the footage. It's a completely different black guy, and you just are just like every black guy is the same, I guess. Like,
Not
this
at
is-
all.
this is
Hold
not
on.
the dude that was just getting beat up on the footage that's credited as Jax. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So Kenneth
guy-
Edwards is Art Lean, and then Gregory McKinney is Jax. That's what it
yes,
says.
Gregory McKinney looks like Jamie Foxx, which is not the dude who just got his ass beat in the
I
footage.
don't know.
that
I
we
didn't
were
fucking pull up what. I just read through the names.
Art Lean doesn't even have a photo like as an actor.
Yeah, Art Lean.
So,
What?
Kenneth Edwards. And Kenneth Edwards is the guy that I think that they're saying is Jax in that scene. It's Kenneth Edwards.
Yes, it's a guy named Art Lean.
Art Lean. Yeah. Which
I'm
Art Lean.
trying to see a
Art
picture
Lean?
of Kenneth Edwards, but Kenneth Edwards doesn't have a single photo of himself on his IMDb either to confirm that. But I will say, McKinley or whatever the fuck his name was
Not
does,
the same
and he
person.
is definitely not the dude that is
No,
Jax
he's not.
in all of the clips on fucking YouTube that say are Jax, and I cannot remember him at the beginning of the movie.
It's Art Lean versus Goro. So yes, everyone else has it wrong. Yep, everyone else has it wrong. Nope, I'm
You had
on
it
the Mortal
wrong.
Kombat.
Yeah,
I did have it wrong. I did. But
You
okay,
had
but
it
at least
wrong,
I found the
blindly following, because I
fucking
was
clip.
like, I don't remember that being Jackson. It makes no sense because that guy died. I don't remember that guy getting resurrected in any way. And then when I looked up
Jax was just
resurrection,
at the beginning when they were hunting.
Yes, we just clarified that.
Oh, sorry. Like, I'm hungover and I'm in La La Land tonight.
I'm just trying to find what the fuck he looked, and there's literally like not a photo of him on the internet. Oh my god, Data from Goonies. Yeah, when he was that age too. What does he look like now?
Who?
Data from Goonies.
I feel like he was at a
Richard
con.
Wang, that's what it is. Dick Wang, what a name.
He kind of just looks like a normal guy.
Yeah, he looks like a normal guy to me.
Yeah, it's Jonathan Key Kwan.
What other movies was that guy in?
I don't know why Richard Wang popped up. That didn't click with me at first, but I get it. Yeah. What was he in? He was in Indiana Jones. Yeah, he was Short Round.
That's what I'm fucking thinking of.
I knew that. I didn't. Oh, he was additional crew in some of the X-Men movies. It's like, what? He was in X-Men?
He kind of looks like what the fuck? He looks like Ginge Gingerton in this picture here that I have on my phone.
Kim in Encino Man. He does kind of look like Junji Ito. That's weird.
Right? This picture I see here with the glasses, I'm like, holy shit, Junji? I love Junji.
Such a horrible experience in fucking Hollywood as a child that he makes.
Can you imagine? That's why he does horror now. I love him. His stuff is fucking. It's amazing. It's fucked up. It's great. I love it.
Me too, Luke, because I feel like I don't remember any of it. I'm like, what the fuck does Jax do in the scene?
I literally think
Other
that he must be with he's just there with Sonya. I think he's just there with Sonya. Listen, I've watched.
Let chat tell me, because they've been more credible with this one instance. So
pretty sure that he's with Sonya in the beginning.
Okay, they've said that. I'm saying, what besides being with Sonya? I'm trying to spark some sort of memory other than him just hey, I'm a black guy and you're Sonya Blade. Like,
Nothing. He didn't do anything in the first one.
yes,
Basically,
I'm not taking your word for it though. So please wait and let chat chime in. That's what I'm saying. You just baited me down a horrid rabbit hole of things where I don't remember anything from Mortal Kombat anymore. I don't know what's rules.
Here you go.
You just Mandela
effect.
affected me. You gunpoint Mandela affected me. And I don't know what way is up anymore.
And it was YouTube that got my
now
information.
Everybody else is like, I think that's it. I'm like, God damn it. And the only other guy chiming in to back you up is the guy who thought the fake Jax was Sinbad. We're doomed.
I got fucking confused because I know that there was a scene with Kano with Jax in the first one. And then last night I watched this fucking Mortal Kombat animated movie on HBO Go.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
Yeah, right. Am I Carl? Does he have the metal arms? Like
No, he doesn't have metal arms. I don't believe
the guy in the picture straight up just looks like Jamie Foxx with like a fake mustache on. God damn.
I'm all fucked up from watching that animated one last night because they had Jax fighting Goro and having his
you can't tell animation from reality.
Listen, I have played so many Mortal Kombat games and I've watched so many different Mortal Kombat shit that
I have huffed so much paint. I can't even tell anymore.
I mean, the narrative experience of Mortal Kombat is like huffing paint.
Yeah, Kenneth Edwards is definitely the guy who got beat up.
He was the guy that met with Johnny Cage on the pier. It was that guy. Like him and Johnny Cage became like semi-friends. That's who got beat up by Goro. No, because now I'm remembering. My memory is. Listen, it's all coming back to me now, Spencer. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. So on the pier with Johnny Cage. That's where the art character came in. Johnny Cage was striking up a conversation with him. And then
I don't care about the fucking art character.
And Jax is just
back to this.
Well, I'm just saying, Jax is just in the beginning with Sonya when they're like tracking down Kano.
Yeah, so he's in the Special Forces intro and not just standing around talking to Sonya Blade. There is something going on. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm like, I am floored right now.
I think I need more water.
Yeah, your listening skills are on par today, man. Whoa.
Listen, I'm fighting down a nip and a whole bottle of Fireball, okay? So.
Oh my god. That is insane. I'm going to just have to go watch the movie again for myself and tattoo it on my body.
I feel like we should watch it on Patreon.
That's like one of the opening scenes of the movie, I'm pretty sure, because they introduced the characters like a 90s movie, like just a cocaine rant. Okay, then you got Sonya Blade and Kano and everybody, and they're in a fucking room, and they're all shooting. Everybody's screaming. Like, it's literally every 90s movie. There's two fucking Asian dudes, and they're fighting in Outland. Just cut to this. Old dude dies. Young dude dies. Cut
Outworld,
back. Yeah.
He said Outland.
Yeah,
Outworld.
I'm ranting like a cokehead.
Did they ever
wakes up? The whole room's green.
Did they ever put Melina in it?
Yes, movies? They did. Second one.
Yeah, she's in the second one, and she's like a gilf.
Did they take what?
No, that's first of all.
Wait, that's
Tyndall.
Mother.
Yeah, that's her mom. Yeah.
They never show her mouth or anything. They just have her in the costuming.
Yeah, they just show her gilf.
There's like a whole subculture of people who are like into Melina and her monster math.
Of course.
There's a lot of people until these men decide that they want to get a blowjob and get their fucking dick chopped off. I mean, that's all good fun.
There's a whole subculture of dudes that are into having sex with garbage disposals. I rewatched 2 and the Scorpion animated movie the other day. Both good shit. I guess I watched the Scorpion one last
night. That's what I watched last night. That had me all fucked up.
Using the Mandela effect to claim black roles. That's amazing.
Ginge,
I was in that.
can back me up that in that animated movie, because I watched it last night. I had a dream I was in Mortal Kombat last night. That's another story. But so in that movie, Jax fights Goro and gets his arms ripped off.
Yes,
Correct?
and that's like a
And
logical thing that
I
would
got
make
all
sense in the movies
confused.
or in the games and things. Yes, but the fact that your brain, after a couple shots of Fireball, can't tell reality from an animated movie.
Listen,
and then when
it wasn't a couple shots, it was a whole bottle.
And then
a
when
shot.
I'm explicitly like explaining and asking a question and you're just yelling exactly the opposite of what I'm saying, and then you go and answer my question 2 minutes later.
It's like talking to you on a daily basis.
It's
what it's like talking to you. I've reversed body roles.
Oh my god!
This is the first time Artelena has been spoken about in like 20 years.
Yeah, this is the most coverage the dude's ever gotten. It's amazing.
He's like, I'm making a comeback,
and I'm firmly never going to. I'm going to always misremember this movie now because of this memory. This is going to be so implanted in my head.
I'm sorry that your brain isn't strong enough, Spencer.
Yeah, you just Mandela affect me in front of a live audience. You just made it a verb.
I am proof that it works. I am living proof that it works. My experiment has gone correct.
I am broken. We were supposed to go for like an hour tops. It's been almost 2 hours and my brain hurts now. We're gonna call it a day. I gotta get to work.
You're gonna go watch Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I might just put Mortal Kombat on in the background while I get to coloring. Yeah, Sinbad living rent free in all of us now. Yeah, I'm sorry I cursed you all today. Damn it. Come on, Carl, you gotta back me up on the Fireball thing. Oh yeah, we make fun of Kayla constantly for drinking Fireball, but
I have only had a Fireball once, and I kind of liked it.
I'm also a Jack Daniels heathen, and Carl likes honey Jack Daniels, so we can't really make fun of her too much.
But it's dangerous.
I don't even know how big it was. I drank a 750 milliliter bottle of Fireball last night.
Honey's just too sweet for me now. I have to, if I'm gonna drink the honey Jack Daniels, I'll normally like mix like a shot of that and a shot of regular Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it is very sweet. You feel like you definitely have to brush your teeth after it.
Yeah, it tastes like you're just drinking like liquid candy. But yeah, thank you dudes for watching. That's enough making fun of Kayla for an afternoon.
That's okay. I got you last night, so we're even.
We'll get back to work now. Take it easy, dudes, and we will see you later.
Peace out.